Hey, welcome back to Minecraft Through the Night, Season 5, The Temple of Dawn. I'm Doggone. Good morning. Let's look at the dawn rising through the hills. The jungle over there. Beautiful. Beautimus Maximus. What are we doing? Where are we? There's a boat. We were scouting out the ocean monument. Let's see. Mining fatigue. We still got 2 minutes of mining. Got some stuff. Oh, we need a bunch of nautilus. How do we get the How did I get the nautilus shell? How did I get that? Oh, the monument was where? Let's look at the map. To our leftward and thatward. It's right over there. I think I can see it in the water. Yeah. There's the lights right there. Let me check noise messages. Okay. Ocean. I keep thinking about that Mike Rowe pun in his TED Talk. Ocean. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. Gonna build a rocket, go to the moon. I'm coming for you. Guardian. Elder Guardian. The Elder Guardian scrolls. I'm coming for you. I'm gonna do a flyby. I'm gonna buzz your tower. Buzzing your tower right now. I want Prismarine. Actually, there is a wonderful mod, a set of mods. Yeah, whatever. Threaten me with that mining fatigue. You're gonna know some fatigue before I'm done with you. You know what? Threats aren't really attractive, are they? It doesn't make me a big, here I am threatening fictional fish beings in Minecraft while I'm sitting on my ass in my dining room in perfect safety, eating a donut. Life is good. Life is good like that. Nautilus shells. We need some. I guess there's no way around it. We're going to have to do some fishing soon. Should be seeing the banana tree pretty soon here. Should be off to the north. Off the starboard bow. Off the beam. Captain. Off the starboard beam. Captain. Where's that banana tree, Scotty? Where's that banana tree, Chekhov? Captain. Okay. Let's leave the boat. Wait a minute. Where am I? I am not leaving the boat. I'm still scarred from Season 4. Boats. Disappearing boats. No. You know something that's kind of strange? Noi told me this is a difficult thought, so I hope you bear with me. It's a difficult hoppity hop. Difficult to express. Noi told me she wouldn't be able to visit me this year, and I was going crazy because I wanted to see her so bad. And just the thought of having to wait until December was unimaginably, it was like unbearable. And then she told me she wouldn't be able to see me this year at all. She wouldn't be able to make the trip. Too many obligations, too much, she's worried about her family. Of course she is, and she should be. Her parents, are old and not in great health now. Her father, who's her Superman, he had a massive stroke, and she made sure he got good care, and he's doing fine. They have really good care. But anyway, oh, that's right, mining fatigue. Oh, wow, look at that. Oh, well, screw that, man. So, let's just walk around and pick up sticks. I get that in a rational way. Emotionally, though, it felt like I told her I'd come back to see her, and she really didn't reply to that. She didn't respond to it. And when I was visiting her, she tried to keep, she kind of kept me, how can I say this? If I phrase it really negatively, it was like I was her dirty little secret. She kind of kept me hidden away from her family. And that really did a number on me. But it's a complex situation, and the values that she lives with every day, her parents' expectations, even though she's, in her 40s, her parents' expectations are very powerful things, still. And so when I was there, I got the sense that she just tried to keep me out of sight. Not because she was ashamed of me, but because she did not want to have to deal with. It's very difficult for her to deal with her family expectations. And I told her, it makes me feel horrible that you think you have to hide me away like this. Bad times, right? And I think she understood. I'm pretty sure she did. So when she didn't answer me about me coming back to Thailand, I think it was a clear sign that she still hasn't figured out how to present me to the family in a way that saves face for everyone involved, that keeps everyone's pride intact. And that's pride is a fragile pride is a fragile thing, and in Thai culture, it's really important. Okay, so we've got tons of Hearts of the Sea, but we need the Nautilus. We've only gotten one. The only way I know to fix that is to go fish for it. Maybe that's what we can do while I'm trying to vocalize this. What time is it? Evening time? Do I not have a clock in here? That's right, I have one up on my map. Beautiful sunset. Oh, and we still need ender pearls too. Let me finish a quick thought. Yeah, we don't have mining fatigue. There is a modder, KW Pugh, who has a series of mods designed to make life possible without killing anything, without killing cows and whatnot. And one of the aspects of that is he has these tools that give a percentage chance to drop ender pearls, for instance, from various blocks. If you use a certain implement, trimmer, or I can't remember what he calls the particular tool, scrapers, those kinds of things. But he invented a new class of tool that allows you to do operations on normal blocks, like leaf blocks, in order to get mob drops. And also, I mean, this is helpful for people who play on peaceful mode and don't typically have mobs. So I've been tempted to load that mod up really just for the sake of getting ender pearls, because I think we have just about everything else, and I'm not squeamish about I'm not squeamish about killing a pig or something like that in Minecraft. In real life I am, but not in Minecraft. Look at you with your gold fancy armor. Waiting here to see if Endermen spawn. He just dropped zombie bacon, that's all. Not good enough, I see. Well, let's go inside and sleep through this night. We'll find another ender being eventually. Gender being. Or maybe someday we'll load back up V-tweaks and get super mobs that have the super mob drops. Super duper mob. I didn't finish my thought about Noi. There's something that reminds me, she reminds me in so many fundamental ways of my ex-wife, Sarah Lee. And one of those ways is she's very sensitive to what other people think about her. And this complaint from the university, a sleep through night 186. This not really a complaint, but her tenure committee, when they didn't like the fact that she used the same data set on two different papers. Well, I mean, two different journals accepted that data. Wow. Was that cat? What was that, man? And there was no problem with the journals. Ooh, wee. Oh man, I love it. I love. Only love can make it rain. Sing that song. Rain on me. One of the greatest songs in history. Pete Townsend, brilliant, so brilliant. Every few years I go on a Pete Townsend kick and just listen to a bunch of his music and just blown away every time by the passion and the force and the power of it. God, love, love, love. All right. Good, good. Back to good 31 arrows. Give me good arrows every night. Don't care about you. Boom. Do not blow up on my lawn. Noi is, I've talked about this previously. I used the term control freak to describe her. It's the control is a defense mechanism used by someone who feels, what's the word? Oh, here's the chasm. Here's our, let's go fill this up with some sand. Unless, are we going to flatten this out someday? I love how squids have the sound of, like when you whack a balloon. Yeah, I want to fill that in for now. Let's go over here and grab some sand. Stack of sand. The need that need to control environment, it's closely linked actually to narcissism. And I have talked at some length about I think there are times I think my ex was a what they would call a covert narcissist. Basically someone who has to be right, but not in a Donald kind of a way, you know, not in a someone who is desperate for people to accept them, and so they have to always do the right thing, say the right thing, and there was a lot of that in my ex. And again, I say these things, I want you to understand that I love my ex. I think there was a reason I married her. She's a wonderful person. And had I known more about human behavior earlier, my life would certainly have been different, much different. She might not be my ex. We might be still happily married. And, you make adjustments when you learn about who people are, and you make decisions about whether you really want them in your life and what you have to do, to keep them there in your life. And does the good outweigh the bad? If you want to put it in really primitive terms, does the positive, does the conducive forces, the wonder of what you have together, does it exceed the drudgery, the misery of what you make together? And I mean, that sounds like a calculation, and I guess it really is. I guess to some extent relationships are calculated things. Sometimes somebody will get lucky and they'll be with somebody they don't have to really think through things. They don't have to process things. I think Noi was, when she met her ex, her husband, her partner, it was something that was so easy for her. She never had to fight through anything to preserve that. I don't know that she ever had to make a decision about, should I keep this or should I let it go? Because according to her, they were on the same wavelength. And it was all the more of a shock to her when his alcoholism became very apparent. And that's still something that the look on Ning's face when Ning talked about the alcoholism and how it had hurt the family. It's the look you see on somebody's face who's at a funeral. But the funeral wasn't for the ex, it was for the damage. It was for the funeral was for Noi's happiness. I think that's what it was really about. Dear Ning. Oh, Ning reminds me so much of my dear sister Laura. All the way down to the migraines they both struggle with. And the uncertainties they both struggle with, and the difficult job positions that they struggle with. The difficult career issues they struggle with. They're so similar. Oh, Noi, I love your family so much. I want to be there. I want to help. But Noi is, the phrase once bitten, twice shy. She is very, very shy about everything, and she's made no bones about it. What the revelation today when I woke up, I suddenly realized that she is a control freak. Really doesn't sound, it's a bad term. She's a control artist. She's a spin doctor. Many people who deal with esteem issues, who deal with identity issues, who deal with cultures of face saving, are spin artists. One of my former bosses, Dilip, I learned this way too late to salvage anything between the two of us, but had ongoing problems with him when he was my manager, and I now know that much of his behavior was driven by a need, a compulsion to spin things to save face for everyone, but because no one was really on his wavelength, it wound up being a sort of a compulsion. It came across as a compulsion to save his own face, and that really wasn't true. He was really truly all about his employees, and I know that now. He did everything he could to help me. It wasn't as effective as what other people did after him. Other people knew how to spin my brand of intelligence to get me the salary and the position and the reputation that I ended up with, when I was in the telecom business. But it was all about, it was a sort of a culturally instilled sense of saving face is a crass way to put it, as we sleep through night 187. It's about pride. It's about preserving one's dignity. It's about dignity. There you go. That's really what it's about. And cultures that are pro-dignity are really averse to conflict. And Noi is very averse to conflict. And it unfortunately hurt her during her marriage. And something she's still trying to deal with. I didn't really plan to help silt up this river, but you know, that's what's happening. Just this is natural processes at work, and we're just kind of emulating the natural processes here. I want to kind of work this edge a bit. Well, I have a bit of a medical update for you. I had my regular chiropractic appointment today. It was the first one I've had in several months. I had to miss a few months for travel and for travel, really, period. On the way home from Black Mesa, as I've told you before, my truck, the left front tire blew out. I had a blowout, and it was on a highway with a very high speed limit. I think 75 mile an hour speed limit, and so I needed to get that tire changed in a hurry. You know, I had some room on the emergency strip, but traffic was really fast. And out here in Oklahoma, we have a lot of oil rigs and oil field traffic, and those guys just move fast. And sometimes they, you know, usually 90% of the time they're very aware and very respectful, and they get out of the way of anybody, you know, having an issue on the emergency strip, especially truckers. They're very conscious and very courteous about giving room, but sometimes the situations just don't allow, you know, room. And so I wanted to get that tire changed as fast as possible, and ended up in the panic mode with adrenaline pumping. My brain kept telling me I was 25 and I could just throw those wheels around like nothing. And so I didn't really feel too much pain in the moment, but it really damaged my back. The L4 and the L2 vertebrae got out of line in a way that the doctor today had to, I had to lie on my back on his chiropractic table while he pushed down through my abdomen to reset those vertebrae correctly, positionally correctly. And I was already having kind of my abdomen has become kind of a flabdomen lately, I'm sorry to say, and that really did not help. Did not help anything at all. Alright, we've used up our sand, I think. Maybe we have more sand back here. I'm dragging some more Marley's chain. Come here, sand. There it comes. Here comes the sandstone. So, I think I'm going to take a nap after this. I really overdid my back, not just at... Oh, it's fried calamari because I hit it with my sword. That's right. I forgot. Wonderful. Not just at... I overdid my back, not just at Okie-Tex, slinging my telescope around, but also changing that flat tire on the drive home. Alright, that's an iron chest. We have 4 iron chest inventory now. Oh, pardon me. Let's fish. Let's do some fishing. We'll see over in the fish pond here. See if we get lucky. Get some more puffer fish for that. What is it? Water breathing. We need to get some crimson iron too, for making the crimson steel. Oh, you knuckleheads! I don't want to see you guys, man. Purple slime. I mean, I appreciate the slime balls and everything. I do. I didn't really want to come out here to battle all my Arkansas cousins. Oh, you're my Mississippi. You're not my you're slimy. Slimy. You're my purple slime. You're my Vegas cousins, aren't you? You look like beer carpet. Old casino beer carpet. I think at the end of the day, when one has some kind of a friendship or a relationship with a person who is a narcissist, either culturally or natively, you know, someone who's a behavioral narcissist, you have to understand that their own reputation is number one. Their own dignity is number one with them. And so you have to kind of help them manage their dignity. Part of the relationship becomes... part of any relationship is just keeping each other pepped up, right? But when someone is all about how other people perceive them, then the relationship, you know, there's a lot of ego stroking that has to happen. And I'm exaggerating. I'm extremifying things here. I don't think Noi is she's not an egoist, but she does care a lot about how she is perceived. Her reputation matters a lot to her. Her social status matters a lot to her. And so these things, I have to keep them, I have to take them under advisement. And I have to remember that these things are important to her. And which is probably why my lack of manners were so appalling to her. Fork and spoon go together on the empty plate to signify you're done. Like, who cares? Well, appearance matters to her. So that's something I need to take and learn from. I was telling my chiropractor, oh, and he just gave me all kinds of holy hell about it. He was like, good, about time you learned some manners. He said, I thought you're going to have all these great stories about Thailand, and instead you're talking about how somebody tried to teach you some manners and how it was terrible. And I'm like, okay, you win. He's right. He's right. You know, I do appreciate learning manners. It's kind of like being a kid and getting your hand slapped. Like, it's dignity. It's that dignity thing. And it's me. So he had a good laugh at my expense there today. While he was rooting around in my abdomen, hopefully not damaging anything down there, but man, it sure did hurt. My flabdomen. I'll tell you what, if Noy does come to the U.S. for December, I'm going to have to lose some weight and work on my abs, because I don't want her to see this mess that I've become. All right now. Lucky you, you don't have to see it. You just hear me talk about it. And it's a quick fix. Within a month I can be trim, strong again. It's just going to take that mindset to do so, you know. Just imagine that for a minute. Within 1 month, let's say you put your mind to something for 1 month. What kind of change could you make? Just 1 month. In just one. I sound like an infomercial, don't I? But I'm serious. In just 1 month, what kind of change could you make? Here, let's grab that name tag back. Put away slime balls. Put away the puffers. 3 more puffer fish so we can do some more water breathing. Although we do have the helmet of respiration now, right? Right. And aqua affinity and unbreaking and protection. Yep, okay. Let's put the name tag over with this. I can't believe we don't have more name tags. That's going to do it for today, and I will see you again from Minecraft Through the Night, Season 5. Another time. You have a great, great day. See ya.